Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please rise and gentlemen remove their caps for the playing of the national anthem. The national anthem will be performed by the Lapeer High School Wind Ensemble under the direction of Mrs. Lenice Fenner.
You may all be seated. Thank you, Mrs. Fenner, Wind Ensemble members, for performing the national anthem today. In light of that wonderful performance, in today's America, our young people have many career opportunities they can choose from. Today, I am proud to recognize 18 members of the Lapeer High School graduating class of 2018 that have committed to join our armed forces upon their graduation. At this time, I would ask that they please stand, along with any veteran or active service men or women with us today. Please stand so we may demonstrate our appreciation for yours and their commitment to our great country. We'd also like to recognize all of our early college seniors. These 25 students have committed to a 5th year with plans to not only earn their high school diploma, but also their associate's degree. I ask that these 25 students please stand so we can recognize you for your continued hard work and effort towards your educational aspirations. As I stand here before you all today, I feel honored to be able to welcome family, friends, and guests to the 2018 Lapeer High School Commencement exercises. As we, Mr. Lindsay and Mr. Jenzerick and I, prepared for today, we discussed what role each of us would have for today's ceremony. Fortunately, or unfortunately for all of you, I drew the welcome straw, and therefore you all get to listen to me talk for a few minutes. And I promise it will only be a few, because I don't believe you came to listen to me speak. We have all come to celebrate the Lapeer High School class of 2018. Some of you know that I am not a native of Michigan. As I've learned to say, I'm a Michigander now. I've moved here almost 4 years ago from Wyoming, the state, not the town. I consider myself an adventurous. My wife and I moved here so she could take a new job. Heck, my wife took a job without us ever stepping foot in Michigan. Scary, some said, and sane, others said. But as a couple and as individuals, we were ready for a new adventure. 4 years ago, a new adventure was in front of you, high school. Like many adventures, there were high points, and I'm sure there were some low points along the way. Academic success, academic failure. Athletic success, athletic failure. Making new friends, having your heart broke. All these experiences have made up your adventure. What did you learn along the way? How have these experiences impacted you today and going forward? Did this adventure start to define you as a person? These are all questions that only you can answer, and be honest with yourself when you're answering these questions. I ask for you to reflect on the last 4 years because around 4 o'clock today, a new adventure begins for all of you. For every single one of you, this new adventure is going to be different. Some will go to college, some will go to the military, some will enter the job force, some of you still don't know. Whatever the adventure is, remember that you control your journey. My advice to you is this: create an adventure that allows you as many amazing experiences as possible. Treat every person on your adventure with kindness and respect, as you never know when you will need their kindness in return. Lastly, have fun. As I get older, I'm learning that life is much easier when I'm having fun on my adventure. As you get ready for your next adventure, be sure to attack it with passion, excitement, and fearlessness. Class of 2018, congratulations on all of your achievements thus far. We look forward to watching your adventures, and we wish you good luck.
At this time, it is my privilege to welcome the 2 seniors that have been selected to speak at today's ceremony. Zachary Garcia and Joseph Schultz have each prepared remarks to share with us today. Would they please come forward? Our first speaker will be Zach, who is the son of Anika and Jose Garcia. Next year, Zach plans to attend Mott Community College, where he will study art with plans to transfer to Pratt University to complete his degree. While a student in Lapeer, he has served as a peer mentor and a member of the Conspiracy Theory Club. Zach's remarks will be followed by Joe, who is the son of Lisa and Doug Schultz. Joe has been involved in athletics, participating in cross country, swim, and track, and was named the 2017-2018 school year Saginaw Valley Male Scholar Athlete for Lapeer. He has also been involved in marching band, drama, class council, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Joe plans to attend Michigan State University in the fall to major in applied engineering sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to introduce our student speakers.
Welcome to all of you, and I want to give a special welcome to my class of 2018. Now this welcome is special because today is a celebration for us all. But it's not the celebration for a holiday or a birthday, it is a celebration for us. The celebration that we have finally made it through the 13 years of schooling, elementary school, high school, and middle school. Now, while some of you are going to be looking forward to the future, to what's next in your lives, most of you are about to forget the past, the how your lives came to be. Because the past may be the most important part. This should never be forgotten. The past will be the foundation for our future. Now, throughout this 13-year journey that we've been on, we have all become more than just friends, we have become family. Now I know some of you are now looking at me thinking Zach Garcia, the kid that caught senioritis in the 9th grade, is wrong. But I'm gonna tell you something, I'm not wrong, I'm right, and this is why. Though none of us may be blood relatives, we are all family because for 13 years, we talked to each other every single day. For 13 years, when he had trouble in a class, we went to each other to help pass it. For 13 years, whenever we had a major sports injury and we thought we could never be good again, we went to each other for help. Whenever we broke up with our significant other and had our hearts ripped out, we went to each other for that healing factor. So, before we start bopping around in that galaxy far, far away known as the real world. I encourage all of you to create bonds and memories that will last forever, to cherish everyone around you that was a member of your class of 2018, because this class will be the largest family you'll ever know. So let's bop till we drop and cherish the memories we have and the ones we will still make. Thank you and have a lovely afternoon.
The last time I had to speak in front of a public audience was at my church on Easter. I was giving a sermon and I passed out that morning because I forgot to eat breakfast. So as long as I'm still standing up here, it looks pretty good. First, I'd like to say that I'm honored to be able to speak in front of such an important group of people today. I'd first like to thank everyone in the audience out here who's not a graduate, all you parents and friends and family, because you guys have helped us through so much in high school, and you really don't get the thanks that you deserve because we don't tell you enough. However, I'm sure you know how hard it is for us in high school. We've got all this homework, and on top of that, there's the drama of deciding who to date and who's cool and who's not. We're so busy, how can we really be expected to thank you? Now, to be fair, every high school student does have it pretty hard. You come in as a freshman, and you're surrounded by all these big kids and mean teachers. You have to remember where all your classes are and your locker combination. And on top of that, you start getting all sweaty and smelly and nervous. And you start hitting puberty, and your voice starts cracking. It's an absolute train wreck. But for us, in this audience, we had it even harder. Because we are the first true One Lapeer graduates. We're the guinea pigs. We are the first people to go through 4 years of One Lapeer. So we came into high school having no idea what to do, and we didn't even have anybody to copy, because no one else knew what they were doing either, and we weren't surrounded by upperclassmen. We spent the first 2 years just trying to figure out whether we liked the new system better than the old system, even though we never experienced the old system. And the whole time, all of our teachers were trying to shove as much information as they could down our throats, and somehow, we made it through. But I think, as the first true One Lapeer graduates, we do pretty good. We made it all the way through, which is a start, and now it's up to us to set the bar. We get to decide what comes out of Lapeer. We set the precedent. People are going to compare themselves to us, and I don't think that's bad, because we're a powerful group of young people. And I know that sounds really, really corny, but I think it's true, because we won't sit down, we won't shut up, we won't sit back and take what's given to us. We're stubborn, and we're annoying, depending on which teachers you ask. But people are starting to notice, the whole world is starting to notice that our generation is driven to make things better, to make things right. They're starting to notice on the news and on the radio, and they say that we have a drive and we have a voice. They say that we're strong, and they say that we can make a difference. And you know what? They're right. Each one of us can make a difference. It's up to you to decide whether or not you will. It might not feel like it to you. All the time we see these huge things on TV and on the news, and we think, that's so huge, how can I possibly make a significant difference? And a lot of times you can't. That's just the truth. It's not up to you to change the whole world. It's up to you to make one tiny little difference, because when all 400 of us make a small difference, suddenly it won't seem so small anymore. But more importantly, you make a difference to the people around you. No matter what you do, no matter what you're thinking, your actions impact other people and reflect on you. And that goes for everyone. I don't care if you're going to college or a trade school or the military or into the workforce. Every single one of us has an impact on everyone around us. You never know when what you're going to say or do is going to make someone's day, or for that matter, ruin it. You can be a wrecking ball at any time. You can ruin someone's life, or you can be their silver lining, and sometimes all that takes is a smile. We forget that too often. We forget how much power we have as individuals, how much our actions influence each other. How often has one person insulted you and they weren't thinking about it, but it ruined your whole entire week? Everything we say can be so influential to other people, so please try hard to see the best in people. And you will have to try, because it's so easy to see the worst in people, to be judgmental and rude. It's part of our human nature. It's not easy to be nice, but as some famous person once said, I never said it would be easy, I said it would be worth it. And I really think that's true, because if you try so hard your whole life to be nice to other people, and you only change one person's life, isn't that worth it to them? Because the payoff they receive is worth so much more than the effort you put into that gesture. Finally, I always told myself that if I got the chance to speak at graduation, I wouldn't give some sappy sentiment about how sad it is that high school is over. Because you know what? I don't think that's why we're really sad. I don't think a single person in this audience is sad that high school is over. None of us are going to miss getting up at 6 in the morning and listening to hours of SOHCAHTOA and the mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell. If we were really going to miss it, we wouldn't skip half of the senior year. No, what we're going to miss is the things that we were a part of, whether that's sports, or the band, or choir, or the musical. Because we were part of something that was bigger than ourselves. Seeing that same group of 5 people every day, sitting at lunch with your friends every day, that's what we're going to miss. Because when things like that end, you miss out on something that can't be recreated. You can't go back to that stuff. There's no way. But that's okay, because we have so much left of our lives, and there are so many more friends to make, and so many more groups to be a part of. So I say, don't focus on trying to recreate things you've already experienced. Instead, embrace the new. Make the most out of your new experiences, and put your effort into being everyone around you's silver lining, because that's how you'll make a difference. Thank you.
I am proud to introduce the Lapeer High School Choir and their director, Mr. Tom Kaiser. They will be performing A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman. The choir's performance will feature Zach Jolly and Bailey Lewis as soloists.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call
Thank you, Mr. Kaiser and the choir members for that great performance. This afternoon it is my great pleasure to introduce Mr. Michael Nolan to address the class on the behalf of the Board of Education. Mr. Nolan is in his 13th year on the board, serving as Vice President currently. He and his wife Jennifer have 2 children, Brianna, who is one of our graduates here today, and son, Sean, who is a 9th grade student at Zimmer. Mr. Nolan has earned his bachelor's degree from the University of Michigan and his law degree from the University of Detroit Law School. He is currently an attorney with Cole, Harris, Nolan, and McCarthy in Metamora. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Michael Nolan.
All right, Mike. I gotta tell you, this is not gonna be easy, folks. I should have consulted Joe, because as you'll find out in a minute, Joe had the same theme that I do for these graduates, except Joe said it better. So Joe, if I ever do this again, I'm gonna contact you first. Thank you, Mr. Spilsky, for the kind introduction, and it's a pleasure for me to stand before the graduating class of 2018. If you hear my voice crack, know it's because I love these kids. They aren't just your kids out there, they're mine too. And I'm going to apologize in advance because it may happen. Before I go any further, I think we all owe a debt of gratitude, a huge thanks. And on behalf of the Board of Education, I'd like to begin by thanking the staff, faculty, everyone connected with Lapeer High School. It is their dedication and commitments to the students that has made such a difference. They've played a key role in all of your lives. Some days you liked it, many days you didn't. But one thing is true, and we all know this. They pushed you, they drove you, they worked you, they asked you to do more, do better, do all that you could, and you did it. And without their guidance and without their help, I don't know that you'd be here today being the successful graduates that you are. As a Board of Education, our challenge is to get out of their way, to allow them to do what they can, to do what they do so well. And what they do so well is to prepare you to be the future leaders, to be the best and brightest, to challenge yourselves in whatever path your life takes you. They've provided you as graduates with the tools you need to be lifelong learners. And for that, and for all that they do, we can't thank them enough. All right, to you graduates. Because I have the privilege of standing here today, and I have that privilege because I also am privileged enough to have been elected as a school board member for the district of Lapeer. But it's not as a school board member that I'm standing in front of you. I'm here because I am lucky enough to be a dad who was given an opportunity to speak. That's why I'm here. I think that helped. I wasn't expecting that. As a dad who's proud enough to be able to stand in front of you and speak, I want you to know how proud we as a district are of you, we as a community are of you, how proud your parents are of you, how proud your loved ones are of you. You make us proud. When you go forward, continue to make us proud. And I know you will. Now, putting my school board hat back on, and when you do, please come and tell us what you've done. We need to know if what we have done, what we have put in place, makes a difference. And if it doesn't, we need to know that too. And so please help us as you go forward. And it's only with your feedback can we get the information that we need. Now, as I started to put this together, I was really starting to panic, and I was really nervous because when I look out at all of you, I know a lot of you. And I've never had pressure like this before. And this was one of these where I thought, all right, I'm going to nail this one. I need to nail this one. And I'm going to have that drop the mic moment, and I'm going to walk away. And then I rewrote this about 6 times. And then I realized this isn't going to be one of those days. But then I thought, how lucky am I? I get the opportunity to stand up in front of you, so there's no reason to panic. This is a time to celebrate. And so, how bad can it be? You're sitting here in a place you want to be because I know you all want to graduate. And you're surrounded by people who love you. This is as good as it gets. Keep that in mind. This isn't a time to panic. This is the time to celebrate. So with that in mind, let's take a journey. I promise I'll try to go through this as quickly as I can, but I'm going to take you all back. I'm going to take you back a few years. To view how far you've come, we need to look at where and when you started. If we go back to the years 1999 and 2000, for your parents and loved ones, 1999 to 2000 was a tense time, filled with tremendous uncertainty. You know, there was a whole bunch of things that were in place and things that were in motion you guys don't know anything about. The year 2000 was the start of a new millennium. At the time, some groups were predicting that the end of days was coming, and that this dramatic turn of the century signaled tremendous upheaval in the world, a period when chaos would prevail. And believe it or not, that was really what was on the minds of people back then. The year 2000 was also when many people, and I mean many people, expected something known as the Y2K computer bug to cause all sorts of problems. It was anticipated that this would disrupt electricity, water services, food delivery, banking systems, transportation, and lead to a complete breakdown of society. And again, people really thought that. Microsoft was so worried about this in the crash of their computer systems that they sent out free of charge to everybody who had a computer a patch that they thought might help. People stocked up on ammunition, they stashed food, they stored gasoline. I mean, people were preparing for the worst. But when 1999 rolled over to 2000, everyone waited to see how this would all turn out. And you know what? The disaster never came. The terrible predictions turned out not to be accurate, and instead of disaster, we here in this audience were given 373 gifts from God. Each and every one of your perfect little faces graced each and every one of us. We didn't have chaos. We were given miracles. We watched you grow and change. We saw you take your first steps, say your first words, develop your own personalities. And in the year 2006, as budding, blossoming first graders, we watched you all become caught up in a cultural phenomenon, the likes of which the world had never seen prior to that time. We watched you all dance and sing along to High School Musical. Whether you believe it or not, you did it. Little did we know at the time that for the next several years, we, the adults in the room, and not that you're not, you are, let's say the older folks, we would be engaged with conversations with you about how Troy Bolton had done this and Gabriella had done that, just like they were real and that they were a genuine part of your lives. And if you don't believe me, let's look at the facts. Upon its release in January of 2006, it became the most successful Disney Channel original movie ever produced. It produced a sequel, and from that came a theatrical introduction. There was a movie made from a television show. High School Musical 3 Senior Year was released in the theaters in October of 2008. It is, to this day, the first and only Disney Channel original movie to have a feature film made to follow it. The film's soundtrack was the best-selling album in the United States, reaching #1 on the charts for 2006 and selling more than 7 million copies worldwide. And I gotta tell you why. It's because many of you would jump up and down and kick and scream and say you wanted it. And you got it. And for many of us, though, over the age of 8 back then, the coming of High School Musical 3 Senior Year, which was the last in the series, was kind of a blessing. In that movie, we got to watch Troy, Gabriella, Sharpay, Chad, Taylor, and the gang graduate from high school. And we got to witness, if you think back on it, probably the best graduation speech of all time. It lasted less than a minute, and it contained only 4 sentences. But there is one line of the 4 that I think is quite profound. In describing the kind of place that his high school was, Troy Bolton said, "It's a place where one person, if it's the right person, changes us all. It's against that background that I wanted to talk to you today. Believe it or not, the inspiration for my speech was not Whittle or High School Musical. It came from a much deeper, much more intellectual place, from a billboard. I was heading west on I-69 one day, and I looked up to my left, and I saw this massive billboard with a picture of Nelson Mandela's face on it. And if you don't know who Nelson Mandela was, you should take a look. But those billboards have been out there for a while, and they have been encouraging all of us to do more and to be better. Things like, you've seen these. One is a picture of Shrek, and it says, Ogre Achiever, followed by Believe in Yourself. Or there's a picture of a New York firefighter covered in dust and soot following the tragedy of 9/11, with the saying, when others rushed out, he ran in. Followed by Courage, pass it on. It was one of those billboards from values.com that made a lasting impression on me. And it was this billboard of Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela, if you don't know, was a South African leader that was in jail for 28 years. He was jailed for 28 years because he refused to accept the fact that he, as a black man, had no place in leadership in Africa. They tried to let him go. They tried to force him. He was a bigger problem for the South African government in jail than he was out. But he wouldn't go. He knew the power that he had over these people. He served his time, he went on to do amazing things, and that man, who was a prisoner for 28 years, became the president of South Africa. On that billboard, next to his picture, it says, what can one person do? And then underneath it, it's an inspiration, pass it on. So what can one person do? What can you do? One person can cure a deadly disease. In the early 1900s, a disease called polio struck this country. Each year, 58,000 new cases of polio were diagnosed, every single year. It's a disease that paralyzed people, was terrible. 3,000 people a year died from that disease. You're all looking at me like, what's polio? The reason you don't know what polio is because of a man named Jonas Salk. Jonas Salk was the first the first person in his family to go to college. He got his medical degree from New York University, and then where did he go? He came back here to study at our University of Michigan. When he was at the University of Michigan, he learned how to create vaccines. He created a vaccine that would basically eradicate, he wiped polio out. In 4 years' time, the number of cases went from 58,000 a year to 910. That's the work that this man did. He never patented his vaccine, and he never earned a penny from his work. He wanted his vaccine distributed as widely as possible because he wanted to make a difference. That's what one person can do. One person can develop technology that provide a system of computer operations that can make computers accessible for nearly everyone, and even people like me. And that guy was Bill Gates, and his company was Microsoft. And for those of us that were just coming up with computers, there was a huge change when Windows hit the market, because all of a sudden people like me could use one. I didn't have to be a programmer. I could sit down and I could make it work. Or someone like Mark Zuckerberg, who created a digital social platform that has changed the way, for better or for worse, people communicate. Or you could be a person like Winston Churchill, who virtually willed his country, England, to stand up to Germany throughout World War II. And he single-handedly redefined resolve on the face of adversity. And he has one of these billboards too. If you've ever seen it, he looks like a bulldog. And on his billboard it says, never, 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 never give up. Although these are examples of what one person can do globally, nationally, let's take a look at some of the things that people have done for Lapeer. One Lapeer graduate was a first-round NFL draft choice. One Lapeer graduate was among the nation's first astronauts, flying high-altitude balloons for what would become NASA, paving the way for the space program. One Lapeer graduate was seen on the red carpet of Hollywood as a Grammy-nominated musician. One Lapeer graduate, as a naval aviator, was a pilot with such skill that he was invited to join the world-famous Blue Angels, and he did. One Lapeer graduate who was in the audience today, as a 17-year-old high school student, competed in her first Olympics, representing her country, only to do it again 4 years later at the age of 21. She later attended Michigan State University. She was the Michigan Women's Champion from 1954 through 56, Midwest Champion from 1955 to 56, and won the Metropolitan Championship in 1956. She was a trailblazer. She was a fencer. Women didn't do that back then. Until this year, she was the only Olympic athlete from Lapeer. And to my knowledge, she's the only one who's done it twice. One Lapeer graduate, a boy in my class, was bullied at school and ignored at home. He entered the military, grew about a foot, because he was all of about 4'7" in high school. He became a special forces. After the military, he went on to graduate from college, obtained master's degrees from 5 different universities. 2 of them are the University of Michigan and Johns Hopkins. He saw the world differently. He went to a store called Radio Shack, which I don't know if any of you even know what that is anymore. You would walk into that store and you would see a wall full of electronic components. And he could see on those components on the wall a way to do something differently. And what he did was revolutionize sleep medicine. He created from these parts at Radio Shack a system to measure sleep and to monitor people to find a way to diagnose sleep apnea. This system is used all over the world. You have one classmate who was voted the top musician in the state of Michigan. He is the first in Lapeer ever. And that is a huge accomplishment. There are many others from this year's graduating class that I only wish I had on the list. You people deserve to be recognized and are shining examples of all of what is good about our community. You have succeeded and you have demonstrated through your singular feats and accomplishments that someone in your life has steered you right. However, if you're like me, and I hope you're not, but if you're like me, you're probably going to figure out one of these days that you're not going to create some breakthrough technology, you're not going to find a cure for some disease. And that's okay too. You still have it all within you to be the one person that changes us all, that makes the world a better place just because you were in it. In the year 1816, I gotta tell you this story. In the year 1816, a little boy from Kentucky named Austin Gallagher was playing with his friend near what was called Knob Creek. The boys were fooling around like little boys do. Like the saying goes, it's all fun until somebody gets hurt. They were playing near the creek, and of course, neither one of them knew how to swim. One of them, because you know where the story is going to go, fell in. The quick-thinking boy, Austin, who didn't fall in, didn't know how to swim, but ran and got a long log, held it out, pulled his friend out, rolled him around on the ground, grabbed him by the chest, and shook the water out of him. Any ideas who it was that he saved? Without Austin Gallagher, we never would have had the greatest president, in my opinion, the United States has ever seen. Without Austin Gallagher, Abraham Lincoln would not have survived. Through almost impossible odds and the most difficult times, Abraham Lincoln held our country together and forged it into the superpower that the world has come to know. But without him, there would have been no President Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln said of his boyhood friend, I would rather see him than any man alive. One more quick story I want to tell you. This is about how you can make a difference. In the 1960s, a high school drummer was looking to put together a band. So he wrote a note and he tacked it on the high school bulletin board. And it was an advertisement. Anybody that wants to try out for my band, come on over to my house. Lots of people answered this ad. When you went to his house, you had to try out in his kitchen. And he set up his drums and he was waiting for people to show up. There were 4 other guys that came that day that ultimately ended up being included in that band. And that band came to be known as U2. I'd be willing to bet that some of you, maybe even most of you, have no idea who U2 is. But I gotta tell you, they're still writing and playing music and performing in sold-out audiences even today. If you look at a brief bio of U2, it reads like this. Just last year, U2 landed its 8th #1 album on the Billboard 200 called Songs of Experience, which dislodged Taylor Swift's Reputation from the top spot. Only 2 other bands in history have had 8 or more #1 albums. They are the Beatles with 19 and the Rolling Stones with 9. So U2's in pretty good shape there. But U2 stands alone as the only band in history to have reached #1 in 4 consecutive decades. And while U2 has sold over 175 million albums and has had concert ticket sales of nearly $2 billion. Why am I telling you this? U2 is made up of 4 people. But without the encouragement of one teenager, a student who was not part of the band, the group never would have become what it did. See, there was this guy named Reggie Manuel. Reggie believed in one of his friends, even though that friend did not believe in himself. That friend was Bono. Bono, the lead singer of the band in the book U2 by U2, said, "It was my friend Reggie Manuel who persuaded me to go to that first meeting. When other people told Bono that he wasn't good enough or wasn't talented enough, his Reggie still believed, but Bono was stubborn. He was scared, he admitted later. He didn't want to go. He came up with every excuse under the sun and ultimately said, you know what, those guys, they're too uncool. I'm not going, I'm not going to do it." But Reggie, being the good friend that he was, saw something in Bono that Bono did not, at that point in his life, see in himself. Bono said about his friend Reggie, "He really did believe in me in a way that I can't quite figure out. When anyone else was saying, you should be a door-to-door salesman, Reggie was saying, no, you've got something else to do and this might be it." Reggie insisted that Bono answer the ad and go to the tryout. And Bono said, "And I wouldn't have gone." But Reggie said, "I really think you should go do this. I'll drive you there," and he did. His friend Reggie put Bono on the back of his motorcycle and took him to the tryout for his band, and the rest is history. Finally, I want you to keep in mind the words of a man. Frankly, I don't find any real reference that says that he's particularly famous for anything. A guy by the name of Dave Llewellyn said, "Just being there for someone can sometimes bring hope when all seems hopeless." Think about those words for a minute. Just being there for someone. That's all it takes. In the United States, 123 people commit suicide every single day. Although research is hard to conduct into what works best in suicide prevention, a researcher from Columbia University found that suicide prevention hotlines really work. About 80% of those that answered the calls had something to do with keeping people alive. But when the researcher was asked what works best, what really makes a difference, she said something really quite simple. The most effective form of suicide prevention was listening as a friend, checking in with people, being there for someone, the kind of stop worrying about yourself and generally care about somebody else kind of face-to-face communication. Not a tweet, not a Snapchat, not an email, not a text. Actual face-to-face human interaction. This is in each and every one of us. So what can one person do? One person can create, can be brave, can lead, can invent, can inspire, can extend a hand or lend an ear. One person can do amazing things. You all can do amazing things. It's in you. I know it is because you've already done it. You have lent a hand. You have been quick with a smile. You have done those things already and have made the world a better place. That's not one of you. That's each and every single one of you. None of us can imagine in this audience a world without you. You've already changed us. You've already done it. Abraham Lincoln said, "I am a success today because I had a friend who believed in me, and I didn't have the heart to let him down." So this is it. You've grown into men and women that will change the shape and focus of our world. No matter who you are, no matter how you reach this point, no matter how gifted, talented, charming, beautiful, or self-assured you've become, always remember that you could not have done it on your own. There was that one person in all of your lives that made a difference for you. You are here because of the love, guidance, and support of your family. You are here because you have learned to care and share with and about your friends. You are here because the community in which you live made a decision to care about you and to invest in your education. And for all these things and more, you should count yourselves truly blessed. As I look at the class of 2018, I see hope for our future. I see everywhere the faces of success. Although I can easily see the potential in all of you, there is a great deal of time and effort that will be required from each one of you as you reach your full potential. However, please always remember that you can and you will be the ones that will change us all. Graduates, when you leave here, greet the challenges that lay ahead of you with a positive attitude. Do it with a smile. If you find yourself in circumstances you don't like, change them. If you can help someone, do it. If you get an opportunity to improve yourselves, take it. Don't forget all of the family and friends that helped you get on in life. Keep your head in the game and your heart in the right place. It is often the little things that you do for yourself and others that will make the biggest difference. In short, graduates, be the one. Congratulations, class of 2018. May you be the shining example of our community. May you continue to strive to meet the challenges that life will place before you. May you make sure that as you move ahead in your own life, that no person is left behind. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Nolan. Now for the moment that we've all been waiting for. It is my distinct privilege to declare that each senior before us today has successfully fulfilled the graduation requirements of the state of Michigan and Lapeer Community Schools and is entitled to receive their diploma. Board of Education members, along with Superintendent Wandry, will assist in the distribution of diplomas. Our faculty roll callers this afternoon are Mrs. Cheryl Butterfield, Ms. Shar Cornell, Mrs. Lori Davis, Mrs. Kim Kent, Mr. Dwayne McChesney, Ms. Amy Murphy, Ms. Summer Shones, and Mrs. Regine Wolski. During the conferring of diplomas, members of the audience are asked to please remain seated. Would the members of our honor guard please come forward for the distribution of diplomas?
Vicente Alvarez. Jacob Allen Baker. River Allen Baker. Colin Charles Barnett. Elijah Lewis Beatty. Blake Riley Benke. Timothy Andrew Bender. Tyler Joseph Berard. Zachary James Bergstrom. Nicholas Allen Binder. Vitus Albrechtsen Bitz. Tyler Allen Bliznick.
Aisha Bianca Eckerman. Shelby Marie Agnew. Lily Ana Alvarez. Aria Bell Angeli. Teresa Marie Austin. Marissa Lee Auksher. Savannah K. Ayers. Danielle Faye Bain. Emily Nicole Baker. Emerson Melissa Balch. Angelina Marie Banish. Giselle Guadalupe Barajas.
Griffin Arthur Boosted. Chad William Boyke. Justin Matthew Bullock. Brendan David Burkheiser. Andrew Michael Butterfield. Wyatt James Kane. Nathan Scott Carr. Jesse Paul Carl. Andrew Xavier Crivia. Sorry. Nathan Andrew Church. Logan Mitchell Cooper. Justin David Crowley.
Way to go, Jay!
Karen Barker. Sydney Paige Barker. Nicole Marie Barney. Leah Grace Bentley. Vanna Lynn Blowett. Madison Patricia Bullard. Emily Ann Bonifus. Madison Marie Booz. Megan Lynn Bopra. Melissa Renee Bradich. Holly Rose Brewer. Ashley Lynn Bruce.
Gabriel Scott Carell. Adam Joseph Zarnecki. Justin Boyd Daniels. Ryan Matthew Datsko. Dylan Anderson Dean. Craig Ryan Delmidge. Christopher Henry Deppa. Theron Rollo Deverell. Matthew Lee Dewey. Kane Allen Dodson. Stephen Michael Donovan. Tyler Michael Dunbar.
Allison Christine Kane. Brooke Lee Chaffin. Madeline K. Chus. Jeanette Kohut. Madison Camille Cornett. Allison Lee Cronin. Sarah Ann Crown. Adriana Delphine Dembski. Olivia Ashley Janae Dennis. Meredith Ann DeWitt. Amber Ray Dregowitz. Jenna Lynn DeBose.
Tanner Mason Duncan. Justin Michael Hawley DuPont. Joshua Adam Deswileski. Dakota James Elderidge. Joshua Michael David Erickson. Mikhail David Escamilla. James Michael Esser. Pablo Ariel Esteve. Griffin Lewis Feather. Ethan Francis Fike. Curtis Robert Fisher. Dylan Michael Fletcher.
Brooklyn May Elward. Sanibel Christina Engelhardt. Kristen Ellen Sky Fabian. Jillian Jane Felton. Savannah Elizabeth Finley. Anna Catherine Fisher. Oops. Anne Marie Fisher. Destiny Anne Marie Fisher. Jada Catherine Fletcher. Alexis Nicole Fortune. Renee Catherine Fromwiller. Marissa K. Gerard. Brooke Hicks Gibbons.
Travis Alexander Fox. Zachary Jesus Garcia. John Thomas Garland. Nelson Avery Gaunt. Benjamin Ivan George. Justin Andrew Gettle. Kyle Thomas Goodell. Connor Duff Green. Matthew Norbert Grew. Mats Wakunsen. Brendan Donald Hall. Tyler Allen Hall.
Amber Crystal Grimsley. Angela Ann Gross. Johanna Maria Grupp. Laura Jean Gomery. Savannah Lynn Hamilton. Macy Lane Hansen. Haley Nicole Harris. Tiffany Ann Harvey. Ella Rose Hemingway. Savannah Nicole Herrera. Tegan Rain Hogan. Elizabeth Renee Howey.
Travis Ray Hansen. Nicholas Allen Herond. Joel Daniel Hartwell. Jacob Andrew Harvey.
Pretty boy.
Cole Robert Heemstra. Devin John Hine. Ezra Ryan Henry. Daniel Vincent Hersha Jr. Brandon Lee Houston. Jordan Ronald Hill. Sean Robert Hill. Walker J. Barron Hill.
Amina Renell Howell. Anna Louise Rick. Sydney Renee Houston. Ariel Hailey Hyde. Renee Andrea Irvin. Julia Elise Jackson. Haley Autumn Jeffrey. DeLacy Ann Johnson. Caitlin Grace Johnson. Lauren Amber Jones. Victoria Danielle Jones. Erica Nicole Jostock.
Harrison Anthony Hirth. Hunter Allen Homan. Nicholas Jacob Holden. Parker J. Hornan. Noah Stephen Howard. Nicholas Graham Huntley. Michael Joseph Hurley. Ryan Patrick Hurley. Jordan Nicholas Hyde. Austin Leonard Ireland. Zachary Bryant Jackson. Nathan Alexander Jasper.
Gabriel Gift Karpinski. Catherine Elizabeth Kerr. Callie Beth Kennedy. Samantha Ann Kessler. Kylie Marie Kirkland. Kaylee Jo Krieger. Elizabeth Ann Kroll. Mackenzie Marie Lang. Alexandra Milan LaSalle. Mackenzie May Lathang. Macy Ann Leek. Sydney Amelia Lehmans.
Nicholas Scott Jensen. Daniel Lee Johns. Zachary Andrew Jolly. Brian Timothy Jones. Jacob Michael Jones. Caleb Stephen Keast. Michael Donovan Kirk. Paul Edward Kirschner. William Paul Kirschner. Hunter William Kitchenmaster. Cole David Kleva. Drew Michael Knickerbocker.
Bailey Ann Lewis. Ashley K. Love. Lindsay Marie Lovelet. Hannah Marie McDonald. Haley Savannah Madija. Heather Shannon Marks. Emily K. Mattis. Isabel Frances Mausoff. Lauren Margaret McCaffrey. Mercedes Alexis McClellan. Caitlin Marie McMahon. Hannah Yvonne McQueen.
Owen Michael Knickerbocker. Cameron James Crewall. Jacob Gordon Coos. Blake Anthony Lesh. Cody Tyler Lintz. Pierce John Logan. Jonathan Paul Lord. Zachary Jason Lowert. Kenneth Ray Lewick. Matthew Aaron Lutz. Boone Robert Mako. Dana Andrew Manny.
Michaela Marie McRory. Rachel K. Michael. Ashley Nicole Miles. Alexandra Michelle Molesky. Megan Nicole Miller. Alexandra May Minor. Autumn Rain Moore. Marissa Lynn Maury. Jenny Blanche Mosier. Carla Munoz Sela. Gabrielle Nicole Nelson. Grace Isabella Nicolas.
Nicholas Andrew Martin. Kyle Edward Martindale. Naim Raymond Mashney. Michael William McCormick. Jaden Price McQueen. Michael Christopher Mejia. Michael William Minoski. Christopher Benjamin Middleton. Max Michael Atwell. Benjamin Burr Mitchell. Carson Daniel Moore. Brian Matthew Morris.
Brianna Kate Nolan. Allie Grace Neuenberg. Caitlin Rose O'Neill. Zoe Grace O'Neill. Ashlyn Brianne Patterson. Jordan Marie Paul. Brittany Alexandra Peralta. Elizabeth Aiden Perry. Mason Michelle Pilstrom. Alexis Mary Plaga. I know her. Sabrina Porter. Riley Alexandra Priest.
Eric Colton Morris. Samuel Adam Morris.
Eric, you're awesome.
Wesley James Morris.
Right here, this is called my diaphragm.
Caleb Japhath Mosier. Dylan Parker Mullaney. Joshua Richard Nekanexney. Quinlan Lee Nellenbach. Nicholas Michael Nelson. Riley O'Shea Newland. Joshua Joseph Nichols. Nikolai Morton the Kid Nielsen. John Kenneth Nutt.
Allison Marie Prescora. Mackenzie Elsie Randolph. Shelby Elizabeth Ransnick. Brittany Nicole Ratliff. Taya Lee Reeder. Michaela Rose Reynolds. Brianna Lynn Rice. Haley Diana Robinson. Ashley Renee Roy. Haley Lynn Ruggenstein. Victoria Ann Sampson. Clarissa Lorenza Sanchez.
Paul Joseph Patrick. Alex Michael Petty. Anthony William Dean Pickerel. Jacob Michael Pike. Garrett Mills Pins. Stephen Marshall Placeway. Lane James Polson. Brendan Warner Potter. Cole Douglas Pritchett. Griffin Tyler Redmond. Nicholas Grant Rosario. Travis Jacob Ross.
Emma Michelle Sauger. Sarah Jeanette Shrine. Abigail Lee Schroeder. Zoe Jane Schroeder. Jolie Virginia Schutz. Alyssa Brianna C. Hannah Rose Sexton. Lindsay Renee Shires. Erica Lynn Schrader. Libby Marie Sigsby. Madison Lene Sills.
Austin Roger Roth. Dean Allen Rowley. Owen Matthew Ruddick. Justin Kenneth Schloud. Andrew John Schneider. Joseph Douglas Schultz. Raymond Everett Schultz. Zachary Paul Seguin. Liam Connor Sharkey. Avery Payne Shook. Cole Jonathan Silva. Isa Smith.
Ashley Noel Simmons. Erica Taylor Smiley. Alexis Rose Smith. Ashlyn Lee Smith. Emma Ellen Smith. Maria Rose Smith. Juliana Jane Sornig. Samantha Eileen Sparks. Emily Madison Squires. Emma Jane Stacer. Lindsay Ann Stickley. Alexandra Renee Sweat.
Kyle Garrett Smith. Zachary Taylor Sparks. Colin Porter Stokes. Jesse James Sullivan. Austin William Southerby. Kane Ethan Sweet. Adam Logan Tellu. Azim Mohammed Tariq. Drew Patrick Tarswell. Tyler Nathaniel Tasker. Robert Tatarski II. Gregory Thomas Thibault.
Madeline Grace Taramina. Macy Mackenzie Taylor. Samantha Helen Taylor. Felicity Lee Lorraine Taylor. Or Terry, excuse me. Sydney Catherine Olivia Taylor. There. Cerise Danielle Thompson. Michaela Elaine Thompson. Kiera Paige Toole. Claire Ann Trombley. Anne Marie Tunison. Elizabeth Marie Tazinski. Jessica Monique Ulrich.
Alan Dwayne Thorup. Bradley James Tidrick. Joseph Vaughn Tidrick. Matthew David Todd. Isaac Aaron Treat. Shane Taylor Tulilo. Jason Scott Valad. Marshall Ferrer Valley. Jack Ryan Vangel. Ryan Gregory Van Sype. Nathan Allen Barco Marlette. Not yet.
You did too? Zach, that's good. I'm going to your conference. My mom just texted me. I'm going to
Catherine Elizabeth Walker. Olivia Catherine Walker. Elise Marie Whitaker. Maggie Joyce Wilkeson. Carly Mae Williams. Haley Alexis Williams. Jasmine K. Williams. Paige Jeanette Wynn. Savannah Elizabeth Woodbury. Miranda Elaine Woodard. Victoria Ann Marie Zavasky. Lindsay May Zeman.
Reed Jeffrey Wagner. Chandler Aaron Warda. Gabriel Rates Watson. Tyler Andrew Garrett Weber. Carson Thomas Wypert. Judah Victor Welch. Ronald Kenneth Wenslet. Nicholas Benjamin White. Zachary Tyler Willett. Tanner John Wilsey. Devin Jeffrey Wissinger.
It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the senior class president, Ms. Megan Bopra, who will perform the transferring of the tassels of the class of 2018.
Will the graduating class of 2018 please stand? The turning of the tassel symbolizes our transition from students to graduates. Now with me, please take your left hand and move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. Congratulations, class of 2018. We did it.
In closing today's ceremony, thank you friends and family in attendance today to celebrate the class of 2018. Thank you the high school secretarial staff, especially Mrs. Sharon Fisher and Mrs. Lori Green, for their hard work in preparing for the 4th commencement ceremony for Lapeer High School. Thank you custodial staff for your assistance throughout the week and today. In addition, thank you staff members, central office staff, Board of Education members for participating in this special day for our seniors. On behalf of the Lapeer High School staff and administrative team, it is my pleasure to present to the friends and family in attendance today the graduating class of 2018. Through their hard work and diligence, these students have completed the first 13 years of their education. We are proud of their many accomplishments so far and look forward to the achievements they will accomplish in the years to come. Although they now leave the safety and comfort of the halls of the high school and Lapeer Community Schools, each graduate will move on to a new and greater challenges in their lives. Regardless of the path they take, I am fully confident they will continue to succeed and impress all of us. Congratulations, graduates of 2018. Would the members of the Honor Guard please come forward at this time for the recessional march?
Thank you.